In order to get a life insurance policy, you first have to convince the insurance company that it's highly unlikely you could ever become ill. In fact, it's best if you've never been ill at all. That's because insurance companies try to avoid risks. The Allianz insurance company, for example, covers nuclear power plants all over the world, but not until it uncovers the risks involved, and that's a job for a risk engineer. We accompanied an Allianz risk engineer to the province of Andalusia in Spain, where Spanish energy provider Iberdrola is trying to increase the insurance coverage for one of its nuclear power plants.
It's 8:30 in the morning in the mountains of Andalusia, the start of a rather special working day for Rüdiger Beauvais from the Allianz insurance company. The German national is a risk assessor, a sought-after but feared man. Beauvais' job is to assess the risks and dangers for the insurer at power plants, primarily in Spain and Latin America. Today, he's going out to see a new power plant.
As an insurer, we're interested in the performance here, whether there have been any problems with these machines. I'm going to try and discuss this today with the power plant managers and the relevant department heads.
Mit dem Kraftwerksmanagement und auch mit den zuständigen Abteilungsleitern zu erörtern.
The power plant belongs to the Spanish electricity giant Iberdrola, an important client for Allianz. Now the terms of the company's insurance package are up for renegotiation. As part of the process, Beauvais is going to give the new plant a thorough inspection.
Of course, plant operators aren't necessarily going to lay all their cards on the table during what amounts to an inspection. In my experience, the more frequently you go to an individual plant, the more likely it is that the management will recognize that the insurance company is not working against it, but rather that both sides are essentially pursuing the same goal.
Other employees of both Allianz and Iberdrola are present at the inspection. The estimated insurance value of the new power plant is 500 million euros. Allianz is still charging high insurance premiums for this gas turbine. The reason? The turbine has never been used before, so there's no past experience to draw on. Beauvais runs a thorough check on all emergency and damage control measures, including the drills that stipulate how employees must act in the event of an emergency.
It would be fantastic for us if we could now reduce our expenses in the event of damage. Operations ran smoothly last year, so the chances should be good.
Beauvais looks very carefully at fire protection measures. In his experience, on-site water pumps are often not adequately maintained. In spite of the thorough assessment, Allianz never picks up 100% of the costs of any damage.
Just like any private insurance policy, the insured party must also be motivated to prevent any damage. And if their contribution is set at zero, then that motivation won't be particularly high.
It's late afternoon, and by now Spanish business meetings traditionally relocate to the bodega. Beauvais is used to being spoiled like this wherever he goes. But has all the effort been worth it in the end?
I would say we saw a very well-managed power plant today, and I'll be passing on a recommendation to our contracts department.
Beauvais will submit his report to the Spanish Allianz headquarters in Madrid tomorrow. Until then, everyone can kick back a little and enjoy the surrounding countryside.